Hi, it's Steve again, and tonight I'm going to be reviewing the Louis Vuitton Monogram Tikal bag in the GM. Now they say it's a little bit of a rare bag. I don't know, but we do have one here to show you. So let's just jump right in. And I just ran up to do this video. I didn't put on one of my nice shirts, but hopefully this is okay. All right. So here's the bag. It's a very nice bag. This is it. Hey, before I review it, do me a favor, like my channel, subscribe, please, give me a thumbs up, write some comments, all that stuff. I've got some real nice comments from you guys in the past. Please keep them up. I do truly appreciate it, all the nice things that have been said. So keep it up. Now, back to the bag. All right, this is the bag. It's kind of a neat bag. I've reviewed a bunch of bags. This has some nice features on it that I want to go over with you. But before we do, let's go ahead and measure everything out. I like to do it live here, so let's go ahead and show you. So, okay, across the top of this bag is, well, let's go from the outside of the bag there. It's about 13 inches to the outside of the bag, okay? Along the bottom, let's go ahead. It's always fun to try to do this live and go like here. So let's go ahead and do this. So from the piping to the piping is about 4 3/4 inches between the pipings. But the bag, as you can see, it's wider than that. So if we take the total width of the bag, let's say from here, it's about 6 inches. And if you add this little pouch on the outside, that adds about another inch, 7 inches. So we got that. Depth-wise, let's go to the inside. Depth-wise, it's about 6 inches up the side. Okay? I hope I'm not too all over the place with it. We've got a lot of measurements here. I want to measure this pouch too. Just give you the size of this. Let's go ahead. So the pouch itself looks like it's about 8.5 inches that way, and about 5.5 inches. So about 8.5 by 5.5 inches is this little pouch on the side. Okay. The depth of the strap, if I hold it to the middle to the bag, let's go ahead and do it like this again. Very awkward, but that's about 10 inches. About 10 inches, 10.5 inches this way. Okay. And as you can see on the side, obviously it's wider at the bottom and it goes up toward the top a little bit narrower. So if you got all those dimensions, if you need to rewind and redo it and listen again, you can go through that. I'm not going to go measure them all over again because that was kind of awkward. But there's some dimensions for you on the sides of this bag. It's got a nice opening in the middle. This is a liner. I'll just jump right to the inside here. It's got a canvas liner in it. Okay, so it's got a separate liner, and we're going to put that back in there. It's got a couple of pockets on the side, a bigger pocket and a smaller pocket. You can stick your cell phone in there. It's got plenty of room. The little one, not so much. Maybe old cell phones back in 2006 or 8 when this bag was made, but they're bigger today. But that's a nice pocket there, and it's a bigger pocket here. And then you have the whole inside. The whole inside as well. Okay. Again, all gold tone hardware on it, all over it. And we'll talk about the hardware as long as I mentioned it. So the hardware, it's got a very large zipper pull, very heavy, large gold tone zipper pull. Okay, it's got this strap is really nice. It's not just a regular plain strap. As you can see, it's got some nice grommets built in here. The way that the strap is rolled over and grommeted. It's got some very heavy gold tone hardware built into the strap. So it's not just a plain strap like you see in a lot of them here. It's got some nice features and details to it. At the bottom, you see these little, I don't know what they call them, these little covers, hats, they're little hats, but these little hats, these little covers on either side, which kind of dress up. Usually you see like the loop, and the strap just goes right to the loop. So it's got it covered here, which makes it kind of a nice, different kind of clean look. So that's kind of nice. It's got a twist lock. I think Louis Vuitton, that's something they brought out from years ago, the way they used to do it. So if you can take it and just twist it. And it says in there Louis Vuitton Paris, right, inscribed in there as well. And obviously they've got inscribed all over the place on this. So turn that and open it up, and then you have your pouch right there. Okay, let me close that. So that's kind of neat. It's also got the four kind of studs around the metal clasp. It adds a nice little touch as well. Okay, talk about touches. You have your normal. You have your piping all over the place. You have piping here, piping all around here. You can see the piping goes all down around the bag. Back up here across the top of the bag below the zipper, you've got the Vuitton leather there with double stitches. And the double stitches are a nice touch. You have the single stitch along here, but along the top here on that and the back side, as you can, I don't know if you can see, but you have a double stitch, which is nice with the monogram. Right on the inside here, I know you can't read it or see it. It says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. And obviously, I've told you guys before, and you probably know, on the same side as the heat stamp, you'll find the date code somewhere. So in this bag, if you go inside the pocket, there's a little tab here, and you can read the date code because it's on the same side as the heat stamp. So it's in the same side as the bag. So it's a nice bag. I'll stand up and give you a little. It's a shoulder bag. Now, again, I'm a guy and I'm a little thicker than a lot of people, but it fits there kind of nice. So it's a nice shoulder strap, or it can be held however you all hold these things. Okay, but it's got some nice touches on it, some nice style. It's a little different than a lot of the bags that you see out there. And oh, by the way, this bag also comes in. It comes in a GM here, and it comes in a PM, which is a little bit smaller. And they also make it in a pouch. It's probably about the size of this right here in the front of it, as a separate little pouch. So they do make this style in a GM, in a PM, and a pouch. So that's about it. Just a quick review. My wife got the bag in. I want to throw it in front of the camera for you, do some measurements, show you about the bag. Some of you might not have seen a bag like this before. Again, it's called a Monogram Tikal or Tikal. I think it's called Tikal. Tikal. I'll put it up there in the GM version right here. So take care, and it's Steve again, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.